Hello to all my YouTube family out there. This is Elijah Rubin, aka the Fire Damage King. I absolutely appreciate you guys taking the time to look at my channel, look at this video, look at my episode. Today we have something specially in store for you. We're discussing today the value of using a private claim adjuster. Now, as we mentioned before, dealing with a home fire catastrophe is probably one of the worst things any homeowner or family could even possibly experience. And one of the tougher things to go through and deal with is dealing with the insurance company side. You have your whole personal life you're dealing with, and now you have to deal with the business side. It makes it extremely frustrating. Why is it so frustrating? Well, you have phone calls you have to make, you have emails, hundreds of hours of back and forth negotiation, what documents they need, what documents they didn't receive. That's all you have to do, all while trying to put your life back together and get back to some normalcy in your life. And that's really one of the hard, frustrating parts of dealing with this type of ordeal. And so one of the first things you're gonna do, if fire happens, you're gonna contact your insurance company, which would be a good idea to do. But what's gonna happen, they're going to refer one of their public claim adjusters who work on behalf of the insurance company to come and start the process of reviewing your scenario. And what's gonna happen, although the insurance company is there to help you, you have to be realistic and understand that although you're in a very tough and trying situation, this is still a business for them, and they are there to minimize their bottom line and make sure that they are improving their bottom line at the same time minimizing their costs while not causing too much frustration where you want to dispute the claim. And what happens is, by you being aware that there's other opportunities and other money that might be on the table for you, you're putting you and your family in a position where you guys can win and thrive long after this fire happens. Because on average, the average homeowner receives about 80 to 85% of what the insurance true payout should be by going through the insurance company process and not disputing, not challenging, no pushback. If you just take what they give you, on average you can receive about 80 to 85% of what your policy limits. And I think that's a piece where you should really be aware of. There might be more on the table, and that's what we're going to explore. Okay, so now you're working with a private claim adjuster. The value of a private claim adjuster, what he brings to the table, he's gonna help make sure you are getting everything that's owed and entitled to you. And because this is things you gotta take into consideration. You gotta take into consideration maybe loss of rents, maybe you have to have additional time off of work, inflation, code upgrades, replacement costs on some of your coveted items that you might not be able to be easily replaced. These are items that you may not know how to handle for yourself, but your private claim adjuster does. He's gonna help save you time, and he's gonna help get you more money on your bottom line, which is key to where you're at. Let me give you an example. I had a client. She decided to keep her house. She didn't want to sell it. She was an investment property of hers. The claim and insurance company were just pounding back against her. She was negotiating on her own behalf, trying to say, hey, this is how much owed to me. They're saying, well, you don't have the right insurance coverage for this. We're not going to pay replacement for that. We don't believe that was fully damaged on this item. The national average is really this number. And she has her whole life to still run, so she can look up each one of these items and contest them on each point that they are trying to push back. But that's why I brought my private claim adjuster to the table. And like that, he was able to not only handle all the hours of negotiation and all the documentation prepared showing them that the national average numbers are really here. The content items are really here. The replacement policy coverages state here, and these are the items that should have been covered, and these are the numbers that they should be identifying. These are things you might not know yourself, but that's why you want to bring in an expert who's going to help extrapolate that additional money that they are trying to A, not pay you, or B, pay you less on. And I believe every penny is owed to you. She received about $55,000 more than what they initially were willing to pay her. I think that's the norm. I don't believe that's an exception. I believe if you just take the time to get better educated on all the rights and the true options that's entitled to you, I believe you too could receive the same type of compensation and benefits and values as she does. So using private claim adjuster saves you time, money, and frustration, and can impact your bottom line. Okay, so let's recap it here, folks, together. My YouTube family, I want to make sure we're all together. So if you decide to do nothing and just lay down and take whatever the insurance company is going to give you, remember, on average, that's about 80 to 85% of the insurance policy payout that they're going to pay you that you're just going to accept. Or you can heed the knowledge we've been sharing in these tips and techniques in this video and realize by being in a private claim adjuster, you get 120 to 150% more than what they initially said they're going to pay you. Remember, you're going to have to rebuild your life regardless if you're going to rebuild your home or if you're going to sell it and have money to build your new house or move into a new house. You want to get the most amount of money that's legally owed to you through your insurance payout, and a private claim adjuster will do that exactly, plus take the anxiety, the frustration, and all those calls off the table for you. So I want to make sure I really emphasize that onto you. And a big piece here, as being a homeowner, you have the right to request and use your own private claim adjuster. Do not let them tell you you have to use theirs. It is your legal right to use a private claim adjuster in all 50 states. So now that we laid that all on the table, if you or somebody you know who's experienced a fire damage or any other house catastrophe, please refer them to me. Call me, go to my email me, go to my website, reach out to me. I want to personally see what I can do to help each and every one of you guys out there, because I get tremendous pleasure, really I do, by helping families survive a house fire, and not only partially survive and thrive, but take them to the next level. If you know anybody, please refer them to me. Check out my website, check out my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channels. We'll have other episodes coming to you here in the next couple of weeks. Each one teach one. Go to firedamagepropertyaz.com. You heard it first from the Fire Damage King. I look forward to hearing from you guys.